got the tiller running. So, time to till our garlic bed because we gotta get it in there. This is where it's going. My tiller sounds cranky, so I'm gonna get to work. So far, so good. It's working. We might actually get garlic planted this year. Well, it's not what I was planning to work on today, but as a last minute, I just kind of decided to try and start it. I probably should go back with this video. We tried on the weekend to get the tiller going to do the garlic because we're going to have some pretty good below zero weather this week, and snow is in the forecast for next week, so we wanted to get it planted. Of course, us in textbook Hickorycroft style left things till last minute and couldn't get the tiller to start. So we passed on that and did some other stuff this weekend, and that's great. We got some roosters butchered, and so still productive, but not doing what we wanted. And then today my plan was to do making my horse's pen bigger, moving all the electric fencing, and I thought I'll give it one try, just a last minute, you know, see if it'll go. And it started. So that's a change of all plans, and away we tilled. And of course, on the weekend we'd filled the tank because we wanted to get it done. So I've used the tiller now and ran it until we're out of gas so that we can winterize and put it away. So I did work a little bit on some of our summer gardens for next year. Whether we would normally till this time of year, but it ran the tiller out of gas. So I'll show you what I got done so far. Here is our area for the garlic. It is about 16 feet wide. No, those posts are 12 feet apart. So maybe 14 feet wide. And roughly 11 usable feet long here along this fence. Because again, those posts are 12 feet apart. So yeah, we've got a nice little 14 by 11 area to plant our garlic. I don't know if it'll use all of that, but our plan was to use that spot. So this whole section in the end is going to be one long garden right up to that log there, and then there'll be the end. So that big mint plant over there will be going. We might dig some of it up and move it to the food forest. We've now figured out that it is spearmint. It is spearmint. That is spearmint. That is spearmint. There's spearmint everywhere. So then this in the end will be 30 foot by the, 12 to 14 feet wide, depending how it goes. And then eventually, not this year, this is longer term, but eventually this garden will go right to the gate edge. So there will be 24 by 30 on this side. That garden there will again be the 30 by the 12 feet wide. So then we will have this area here, which is where our potato buckets all were last year. So it's really good because that killed off everything that was underneath it. So that section will go probably about back to where it is. We haven't quite figured that out because we do want to put an actual chicken coop here with a fence. And then behind the chicken coop will be the row of asparagus. You can just see it right in front of the fence line there. So all that is an asparagus row back there, which we basically just want to let it spread. Maybe we'll add some, plant a second row. We're not really sure on that. But the chicken coop will be in there, which then gives them a little run right here where all this mint is. And they'll have over towards the brambly bit there that I think we're just going to leave because it does produce berries and we can go in and pick them. So now that my tiller is out of gas and ready to go into the shed for the winter once I clean out the turning things, I am going to potentially head back and do the project I was supposed to do today, which is the horse's fence. It is starting to snow, which they were calling for snow today and tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is supposed to be a high of -5 Celsius. So that's the first time this year that we've stayed below zero during the day. But it is, I don't know, it's the middle of November. I think it's, don't quote me, 16th, 17th? But anyways, we'll get on with that and see how we do. On a total side note, as I'm walking back to the house from the tilled garden, I'm going through the raised bed garden, and I have to show you these turnips. They look absolutely beautiful. I make pickled turnips fermented with them. That's about all we do with them. We do save some to eat, but mostly it's for pickled turnips. It's one of our favorite things on sandwiches. But anyways, I'm going to show you these because they look incredible, and I probably should pick them soon. So let's see if we can show you here. Look at these beauties. See, there's my hand. So it would be softball size, you know, not too bad. Got a whole bunch in here. These ones are some littler guys. I should be able to make potentially at least another full jar, if not two, of the fermented turnips. So we're back at it again, out in the middle pasture area, where we have the two, pasture 1 and 2 already done for the sheep, and I'm just electric fencing everything else for the horses. I'd already done a video of doing that one little section for the horse, which I will link above, but we're extending that right now and trying to keep everybody where they're supposed to be, but I'm dealing with the same problem again. The electric fence mess. I hate temporary electric fence. This is why we're building all fencing. There's going to be no temporary. Christopher and I cannot stand temporary and having to move things. Now, don't get me wrong, we've got some, this here, see where we haven't finished, right across that way there, that temporary sheep fencing. And you know, it's really handy. Like if we want to, come spring when this is growing really nice, divide that pasture in half again and only give them half acre, great for something like that. But for permanent use and constantly having to move them in order to have a pasture, it sucks. That's where we're at. I'll see how I get on today, but like I say, I was a little delayed by having to till. So we're almost noon. I don't know if I'll get this done today, but I'm going to give it a shot. Well, we're getting to the end of the day. I managed to get the horse's fence all up, which is awesome. You'll be able to see it here. Let's spin carefully right here. Whoop, right, you know, you can see it behind me. Anyways, I managed to get that all up. So I guess they probably have close to 3.5 acres now, which is kind of nice. It's scrubby, but there's still a bit of green and it just gives them space. So they might as well have it until it gets too snowy and they can't be out. But now I'm working on apples. So going to try and get this wheelbarrow filled with apples to store for winter for the pigs. You can see here under the trees, still lots of them in here. But the next 2 days are supposed to be -5 and -6. So I'm going to pick what I can because I don't think they'll be any good after that once they've gotten frozen. That was all under that one tree. And we'd picked quite a bit already. I think we have 2 black totes full of apples already in the loft of the barn. But that's a big barrel full of apples. That'll probably feed the pigs for a week. Along with the other stuff that they get. But it does help keep the amount of pellets that we have to feed down. So, foraging for the animals. Anyways, sheep are calling. Horses are out. Oh boy. I'm not sure where. I think they're enjoying having the bigger pasture. It's getting to evening and it is time to go do some chores.
So we're trying to clean the chimney out here quickly, and we've cleaned out the inside pipe.
Which would be from point A to point B.
And the cats think it's a toy, and one of them has already been through it.
Our white cat
Now a black cat
is now a very dirty cat. Ivy, she was checking out the chimney.
Yep. We're going to put this somewhere that maybe they can't get at it for a short period of time.
Show us what you got. Come here, Ive. Yeah, she's dirty. Yours.
Well, we got the chimney all cleaned out. Actually went a lot better than I thought it was going to because we cleaned it from the inside. But yeah, it's all set up and good because how cold is it supposed to be tonight?
-7, going to feel like -14.
Yeah, so we went from that's -7 Celsius, so it's cooling down. It's kind of really this is our first cold night. One of two cleaned out and ready to go, so that'll be good for tonight. And the cats are very inquisitive as to what this is. But all but one of them is too young. They've never actually seen a fire yet, but I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to be good. We're going to watch that as I say that. But anyways, we're going to have some dinner, and that's going to be the end of our day for today.